Oscar Bevis, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Finally, Demsey Mckean UK Fight Week is here. How are we feeling?
Feeling good, man. It's been a good camp, and it's been a long camp, hard camp as usual, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm just ready to get in there on Sunday and do my thing.
It's one of them where everyone says it's been a good camp. Some people, you know, when it's like a cliche, it's been the best camp I've ever had. Obviously, with your first full proper camp in the UK, could anything have gone better?
No, it's the best camp I've ever had. Honestly, it is like the amount of sparring that I've had and the quality of the sparring as well. Back home, it's quite hard to get good quality, consistent sparring too. You know, I've been sparring 2-3 times a week, most weeks here as well. So I've really been leveling up. My conditioning's on point. You know, the sprint training we're doing is hard, and just like good proper training under Tony as well. You know, I've been under him for about 2 months now too. So really looking forward to Sunday. That's all I can say.
I see them sprints that you boys are doing, not for me. Can I just kind of make a comparison between this and some of the early fights you would have had in over in Oz? So obviously you've got a few cameras here today, a lot of media. There's no public at this workout. There will be at the weigh-in. But just kind of a comparison of the media attention and how different it is in comparison to the early days of fighting in Australia and obviously fighting on the zone in the UK.
Yeah, a lot of shows are only just starting to do press conferences as well, you know. So, but nothing really like media days. So it's always good, you know. So that's when you know fight week's here, and when you're in here, you're doing the media workouts, the press conferences, and you got the weigh-ins, and you got the fights. So it's all good. It's all good publicity as well to get your name out there and just start to get the feel and really switch on, get ready for the fight.
Bracamonte is the man in front of you. We know him from when he went to war with Dave Allen. Can you take anything from that fight? I know that was talking a good 4-5 years ago now.
Yeah, right. That long, was it? Yeah. So he's a tough kid, you know. He's a young, hungry customer that comes to fight, and he's one of those guys that loves to bang too. So, but I think with my style, my fast hands, my footwork, it's going to cause him a fair bit of issues come Sunday. So, but I'm expecting him to come forward and throw some bombs and keep coming forward and eat some shots to give one. So.
Tempted to go to war for the UK fans, the UK debut?
I done that in my last fight in Australia. Went to war a little bit too much with the guy, similar style. They'd guard up and come forward, and you know you hear the crowd get involved a little bit. And I was having fun in that fight too, but you know detoured a little bit from the plan at hand. But it's a learning game as well. So learning every fight, that's the main thing. But I'm going to come in there with a clear mind, nice and calculated, and stick to my game plan, and I'm going to upset him.
Need earplugs. The UK fans will be cheering you on. You need to get the earplugs in. What sort of things do you want to show the UK fans as well? Obviously, there'll be a few people seeing you for the first time. And obviously, I know you want to keep building every fight. What sort of aspects do you want to show of your game on Sunday?
I want to show some nice, clean boxing abilities. You know, I'm a technical boxer, fast hands as well. And who doesn't want to see that, especially for a heavyweight? You know, not everyone wants to see two heavyweights plod forward, stand in the middle of the ring and throw some haymakers and half of them miss, you know. So that can be, you know, a little bit later on down the line at times, but I'm going to showcase some nice boxing abilities and good footwork too. I think I'm one of the more technical boxers in the heavyweight division at the moment. So looking to showcase that and just put on a good display and finish it with a good knockout.
And obviously boxing is always about what's next. It's kind of like fighters can never really revel in a win because people just want to know what's next. Coming through this, are we expecting a big fight for you next?
Definitely, another step up as well, and by the end of the year we're looking at getting a big name on the resume, you know, whoever that is, whoever my team puts in front of me, I'm confident, you know, and I'll be ready for that task at hand.
Have you kind of got one eye on what might happen with George Kambosos? Because any matchroom involvement, obviously an Australian being on a massive card down there with matchroom involvement, have you kind of got one eye on what's happening there?
I've been seeing a little bit. I've been seeing Top Rank probably leading the way at the moment. I don't know what's happening there at the moment, or if it's just like publicity or what, but you know, Lomachenko seems like it could possibly be him. I've been seeing that a fair bit in the boxing media in Australia, so see what happens, you know. Hopefully Eddie can take over with a bid there or something, and I can get on a show back home on a massive card like that, you know, so that'll be huge.
Just finally, I've got to ask you, obviously we saw the Fury Whyte sort of purse bid saga finally come to an end. Dillian signed at the last minute. When I come to the Matchroom gym and spoke to you about all the heavyweights, and we were talking about Dillian and Tyson squaring off and that, we didn't expect Dillian to go completely silent for the next 3 weeks, not say a word, and then sign at the last minute. I just want to know mentally, perhaps, with someone like Tyson, who's a master of mind games, what someone like him might be thinking, do you think, right now?
I think it worked because Tyson Fury's just shut himself online, no social media or anything, so it might have upset him.
Do you think Dillian brought that on, potentially?
I don't know. You know, maybe Tyson's like, all right, two can play at that game, so who knows? So, but it shut him up, didn't it? So, you know, good on Dillian for not biting into it as well. So, I'm expecting a really good fight, and I'm looking forward to that as a fan too. So.
Right, Dems, thank you for giving me some of your time, and yeah, look forward to seeing you do your thing.
Awesome. Cheers, mate.